Okay, hello, we are back for another stream. Tonight, we are playing the Ruined King, a League of Legends story. Now, yesterday I made a post saying that I'm going to be taking a break from Dark Souls just because all I have left really to do, for the most part, is to just farm Covenant drops. And because, as you saw, I can't stand PvP, so I'm just gonna do it the more difficult way and just farm drops from certain enemies. And that doesn't seem like a fun thing to watch on stream. So I'm just gonna do that offline before we start into New Game Plus to collect remaining rings, gestures, and sorceries and miracles and all that. So for the time being, I figured we play something a little different from a Souls game. More of a classic RPG with Ruined King, based off of League of Legends. Now, for those who don't know, Ruined King was the prequel, quote-unquote, story to the Sentinels of Light event that League of Legends hosted a couple years back to show off the Ruined King, or Viego, if you will. And unfortunately, this is the better half of that story. Compared to what the outcome was for Sentinels of Light. Mostly dealing with Viego and the characters Akshan, Gwen, and all that. It was a mess. But that's not the story we're going to focus on. Basically, this is going to focus on several champions from League of Legends. Kind of make like a ragtag group of heroes to stop, quote unquote, the Ruined Nation from happening. And yeah. It's a RPG turn-based kind of thing, and I think it's a lot of fun. I like these characters. These are some of my favorite characters in all of League of Legends in this, and yeah, we're gonna play that. I've already beat this before, but I figured we'd do another round of it. Alright, so let's get started. You know what? Here. I beat it on normal last. Why don't we do veteran?
Monsters are real. When I was a girl, my mother was murdered by a low-life coward named Gangplank. He shot me and left me for dead. There was no trial. In Bilgewater, he was the law. I hunted him. I killed his men. I watched Gangplank die, washed away on the burning tide. But there are still monsters about. For centuries, the Buru people have protected these islands from the worst of them. But even they fear the heroines. Attacks in the form of a lethal black mist, courtesy of our unliving neighbors on the Shadow Isles. Each time, the heroines return stronger, while the Buru grow distant. How long can we rely on prayers and magic? My monsters are flesh and blood. They don't frighten me. Only one thing does. Becoming one of them.
So yeah, that's our main character, Misfortune. Oh yeah, I forgot. Get ready to focus on these. There's a lot of loading screens in this game. Also, welcome to the stream as always, Dean.
It's almost quiet from up here. If only I didn't know better.
Good morning, Captain. Your guest has arrived.
Raffen, remember when we could just take what we wanted, go where we wanted? We didn't have a care in the world. Now look at us. Taking appointments, attempting diplomacy.
Well, at least our line of diplomacy still involves guns.
That may be true. But when he was Reaver King, Gangplank only used guns. If I unite the gangs with violence, will the city still think of me as a savior?
Gangplank was a tyrant, Sarah. You're tough, but you aren't cruel. I'm proud to be your first mate. And the rest of the crew is proud to call you our captain. The gangs will follow you. It's only a matter of time.
They can't follow me if they're dead. Hopefully I can change their minds before they're all wiped out.
Some dogs won't obey until you show them the stick.
Well then, let's not keep Captain Thorne waiting any longer.
Alright, so this is, you know, like, this angle of type of game and all that. Let's see what we got over here. It's a gold. Oh yeah, there's like a lot of little spots here and there you could just loot to find money. I never did finish that letter. Five moderate health potions. Alright. I'd like to report, Captain.
Gangplank. I thought my hatred would die with you. I was wrong.
Captain?
Still got the bullets in my chest. Killing Gangplank wasn't enough, Raffen.
But you beat him. You're still breathing. And he's in little pieces all over the bottom of the ocean. Those bullets are just little reminders.
I wish they didn't remind me so damn much.
Yeah, so the two-way of cutscenes are going to be very much like motion, like a motion comic, where it's going to be focused on art like that, and then the two character portraits back and forth for the most part. Hang on, before I go. Anything in here? Gangplank wasn't a man, he was an idea. Some people say ideas don't die. Gangplank was a killer, but more than anything, a con man. He'd spin tales of gold, turning sailors into thugs. Gangplank ran this town like he ran his ships. You gave him sweat or blood. Potions. That was your mech suit. Ha 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 ha. Ah, I get what you meant. Don't matter what crew I'm part of, I give it my all. Hang on. Some men don't want fair and nice, they like Gangplank's way. In the years Gangplank's been gone, my people have been getting rich. Long may... That's... Bang was unpredictable. With fortune, you know where you will stand, and then she treats you well across her. In the years long may the new queen reign. Perfect. In Noxus, we would have thrown Gangplank in the arena. Would have been more fun. And that's where that's where Draven comes in. Folks fear the black mist, but me, I think it keeps life interesting. Alright. I don't want to keep getting sidelined, so we're gonna keep moving forward. Quest complete.
I see you've been doing some remodeling.
What can I say? The place needed a woman's touch. I don't think the previous owner would mind.
Guess not. Seeing as how you gunned him down, along with the rest of the conclave.
Are you here to parley, Captain, or to criticize my sense of decor? I trust you've considered my offer.
Offer? Hand over my operations to you, my fleet and all of my men, or else? Misfortune. You may have killed Gangplank, stolen his fancy mana, but that don't make you my queen. From where I'm standing, it looks like Bilgewater is still up for grabs. Now give it up, girl. You know I'd hate to ruin that pretty face.
So much for diplomacy.
You know, Raffen, I think I'm starting to enjoy it.
Combat basics. You will initiate a combat encounter when engaging enemies in the world and at major story moments. Fighter's card display key stats such as level, health, and mana. Initiative bar displays the order in which the fighters will perform actions. When a fighter's portrait reaches the front of the initiative bar, it is their turn. When it is your fighter's turn, you can perform one of many combat abilities. Instant abilities do not cost mana and are performed immediately after confirming a target. Lane abilities cost mana and require time to cast. Pay attention to the fighter turn order when selecting abilities. Complete this wave of combat by defeating all enemies. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna do instant, and we shall do... We'll do love tap. Shatter balance. Pow, 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 pow. Ow. Almost. And we'll just do an instant. There we go. Did you hear that they left in the "You found Peaches" scene in Mario RPG Remake? Very odd. Nice. They took out the Bruce Lee line though, I know that much. Generate overcharge by performing certain instant abilities. Overcharge acts like temporary bonus mana that can be used to cast lane abilities during the encounter only. When you are low on mana, generate overcharge to stay in the fight. Isn't it Argo stream unless it's a game that violin in the OST? True. Never thought of it like that. Ow, ow, ow. You can select healing potion from the potion bag. Cover health. Combat will end in defeat if you enter party's health reaches 0. Manage your health wisely to keep them fighting. I'll be alright. Ooh, you know what? Let's do a power lane. Kaboom! Code can be used to purchase goods from vendors.
I'll consider this your formal surrender.
The Syndicate will never follow you. You hear me, tyrant? I'll die first.
I see. How about you boys? Does your captain speak for you all? Well then, Captain Thorn. I'd say this meeting is adjourned.
Fucking dead.
The rest of you, welcome to my crew. Prove yourselves loyal and you'll be rewarded. Betray me, or even whisper the name Gangplank, and I'll stuff you in a box with your former captain. Understood?
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, don't mess with Sarah. She's cold-blooded killer.
Another successful recruitment. Minus a few stubborn holdouts, the Syndicate's with us now. Their ships, their guns.
But none of their leaders.
Not yet.
Even if I have to put a bullet in every captain from the shipyards to the slaughter docks, I will make them understand. Bilgewater belongs to Sarah Fortune.
Buy goods from Bender. Hey Bender, are you a peanut vendor? Later that night.
Rathan?
Ah, spooky ghost. Lane switching. Beware, the enemy has a buff called Primed Mist Bomb that will detonate and hurt your party upon death unless it is first disarmed with a speed lane ability. When selecting lanes, you can switch from the default balance lane to the speed lane or power lane using lane up or lane down buttons. Forming ability in the speed lane will reduce its cast time so it can be formed more quickly but with weaker impacts. Performing an ability in the power lane will increase its cast time, taking longer to perform but with stronger impact. Pay attention to each enemy's mechanics and use lane switching to gain the upper hand during combat. It's a spooky ghost. Let's give myself a little bit of a boost in invasion. That did shit. Alright. Shoot ya. You're dead.
The Black Mist. How is this possible? impossible.
Fight the mist and find survivors. Did you hear they added Peter Griffin to Fortnite soon? Not sure if it's true, but apparently it's in the game's data. It is. It's confirmed. It's out right now. The current battle pass has him towards the end. Oh no, poison mist. Spooky mask. Poison mist, no. Hazard. You have entered a combat encounter while standing in a hazard called Poison Mist. This has created a hazard initiative bar region that will travel along with the fighter portraits. Fighters in your party that are inside of the region will be targeted. Once the region reaches the front of the bar, it will apply its effects on you of your fighter that are currently targeted. Luckily, you can use lane abilities to switch lanes and maneuver in and out of initiative bar regions. Take control of your fighter placement on the initiative bar and take control of the battle. Sad, sad mask. If I do that, then the poison mist will miss me. No targets. Nice. Found out there's a Family Guy, American Dad, King of the Hill, Solo Opposites, Kart Racer on Apple Arcade. It's apparently pretty good, despite how ridiculous and fake it sounds. Yeah, I remember seeing ads for it last year. Oh no, I'm poisoned. That's no good. But it's okay, I live. Ah. We got a gem also. Dead already. Damn it. Dead already, damn it. I thought I could open the door, but I guess not. Mummy. We didn't even see him coming. I'm not even supposed to be here today. We didn't even see him coming. Insta-dead. Help the devs of that make Nick All-Star 2 weren't treated poorly. I found out that they have...
What happened?
Run! Leave me!
Ah, shark. Found out that they have the same distributor as the awful King Kong game that was made in a single year. Yeah. I think I remember hearing that also. You have entered a combat encounter with a spectral wharf rat. These enemies have a shifting form buff, which enhance their abilities to invade your attacks, but can be dispelled by attacking it with a speed lane ability. Important buff descriptions can be displayed in a combat interface. These buffs require deeper strategy to overcome. While in Inspect mode, you can navigate between Initiative Bar and Fighter cards to get details on abilities and active buffs and debuffs. Be sure to inspect enemies during encounters to learn more about their strengths and weaknesses. let's do that. So let's see. Shifter buff. Non-speed lane attacks have a 50% chance to miss. Dispel when using a speed lane attack. Yeah. Okay. In that case, let's use a speed version of double up. Alright, now it's been dispelled. Poison Mist. I should give myself a potion. There we go. Those right things kind of look like sharks with legs on all fours. It looks like it has a fin on its back. Yeah, I'm almost certain that was made on purpose. Bilgewater is like the Pirates of the Caribbean world in League of Legends, so there's a lot of, like, you know, monsters, not just like, you know, sea creatures and octopus, but like even like the rodents and stuff have a lot of like aquatic features on them.
Sarah. It came out of nowhere. I couldn't.
Don't talk. Save your strength.
I thought we beat those things in Grey Harbor. Could it be another harrowing?
I don't know. But if it is, we're going to need help. We're going to need Alawi.
Alawi is one of my favorite characters in all of League of Legends, and you will see her momentarily.
Brothers and sisters, a new enemy has risen in Bilgewater. The goddess Nagakaboros has shown him to me.
Reveal him to us, truth-bearer.
This Blood Harbor Ripper butchers men in their homes and in the streets. I can sense the fear, the stagnation he brings. We honor the Mother Serpent by restoring motion and driving him out.
Praise the goddess.
Truth-bearer, I wish to fight for you. I am ready.
Are you? If you fight with everything you have, the Mother Serpent may name you worthy. If not, she will take your life.
I surrender to her will.
Denied.
He is strong, priestess. He may live.
Perhaps, if the goddess wills it. Come, our enemy awaits.
I want you to keep that in mind. That guy who probably, you know, devoted his life to Nagakaboros and, like, you know, everything Alawi stands for.
These streets are full of motion. Nagakaboro smiles upon us.
Why do you embrace this foreigner's priestess? The Pelangi do not respect the goddess or Buru tradition.
They make their own way. They fight to live. Walk among them, learn from them, maybe even have some fun.
They have many interesting desires.
Sister, I have seen you indulge in their taverns. Do not be ashamed. Next time I will join you. Now let us follow the rhythms of the street. Here, the men inside spoke recently of the killer we seek.
We will wait outside. No need to get Pelangi stink on us.
More for me then.
Yeah, so Alawi has joined the party. Roll healing, damage, defense. Alawi's powerful physique is dwarfed only by her indomitable faith. As the priestess of the Great Kraken, she uses a huge golden idol to draw power from the spirits of her enemies, while restoring and protecting her allies. All who challenge the truth-bearer of Nagakeboro soon discover that Alawi never battles alone. The god of the Serpent Isles fights by her side. Yeah, so Alawi's whole thing is she's the Kraken priestess, and the mantra, I guess, for Nagakeboros is that you must, like, you know, truly live, be continuously in motion, don't stagnate, and plateau, basically, or she'll kick your ass. Basically. Also, yeah, she's ripped as hell. Anyway, these are her dungeon abilities. She can do that and that. And her combat mechanics have her do this, this, and this. Find a ship captain.
Pelangi stink. Why must my people be so stubborn?
I've seen creatures from the deep larger than a ship. Only thing that scared me was Gangplank. Oh, I think I had too much Mira's dark rum last night. Let's see. Things were bad under Gangplank's rule. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. That's a quote I've heard once. Yeah, that's pretty much her whole thing. She's like, I want you to be the best you can be, and if you're not, I'll kick your teeth in. Do you think fortune's hiding? I'd love to be a soldier of fortune. Ha ha ha, pun. Rich captains live up high, but they dock down here at the waterline. With the rest of us.
Little man, tell me, where can I find the Blood Harbor Ripper?
Who's asking?
I am Ilawi, truth-bearer of Nagakaboros, champion of the Buru people.
Sure, lady. And I'm the River King, Tom Kench. Buzz off. I'm trying to relax.
That's another champion
Perhaps
mention.
a display of strength will change your mind.
Sorry. I try not to get into fights with strange women in bars.
So, you're unworthy. Or just afraid.
You see this sword? I've run it through hundreds of men. Most bigger than you. So how about you go on home?
You fucking...
I thought you would be stronger.
I forgot she does that. I would have thought she slammed the idol. No, she fucking just decked him in the stomach. That's how Houdini died. Alright. Ooh, yeah, this is actually... okay, so... She's got this ability, where when she attacks, there's a chance that she'll summon a tentacle. Don't get weird, but like the tentacle will auto hit as well, and the more you have, the more damage they build up over time. Ooh, another one.
It's over.
So we can do this. And the other tentacles will follow through, finishing him off. Ew, and we got another one.
I seek guidance.
Got lucky.
Ever played Earthbound or any game related to it, like Mother 3 or Undertale? I've played a bit of Undertale and Deltarune. I haven't played Earthbound proper myself. Then we get gold and white essence, variety of common ingredients used for enchanting. Level up. Unlocked new ability, Healing Mist.
Is that all you had? I was just starting to enjoy myself. The Blood Harbor Reaper. Tell me.
No one I know has actually seen him. Rumor is he stalks the alleys around the Warrens. They say he ain't alive. Not really.
Not alive.
He has skin like a corpse. Cold. And his eyes are empty. Like a body pulled up from the sea.
A creature trapped between life and death. An affront to the goddess.
He has a thing for captains. Find a captain and the Ripper won't be far behind, they say.
Thank you, little man.
Hey, you, want to stay a while? I never drank with a priestess before.
You break too easily.
Said the line from League of Legends. Welcome to our humble establishment. I tell ye to make yourself at home, but that's liable to do ye more harm than good. What is this place? What's it look like to ye? This here's the captain's bar, straight from port. Men come and sit here while they lose their sea legs. Aye, our rights here aren't for the meager, so the riffraff won't be gracing us with their presence. Helps draws an established crowd. Have you heard of the Ripper? Heh, who hasn't? Has a taste for fear-faring captains, near as anyone can tell. You'll find their remains split in the sea after he's done a fair night's work. I think myself safe being a bartender, and although nary anyone can predict what a wild dog would back up against a corner. Might have read that wrong. When Gangplank died, I burned my jagged hook gear. I knew which way the wind's blowing. The only exposure I had to Undertale, people like Chris and Julian and Ding Dong memeing about it, 3 Lame, and making a Sans perler bead thing, perler bead thing for my sister's birthday. You haven't even exposed the story of Undertale. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so we're looking for the Blood Harbored Ripper. I wonder what that could be.
My new Peilangi friends simply wish to learn Burhu tradition. Let us search the warrens nearby.
Don't think I ever smelled anything worse than them slaughter dogs. Thought I'd have myself a grand adventure. First stop, Bilgewater, of course. Ugh. Only thing worse than sand is salt. It gets everywhere. It stings. No wonder all the mad folk turn to monster hunting. Oh, now I'm stuck here. It stings when it does. Okay. Wretched. Wretched. Okay. I think we gotta go this way. Heh. You bunch look mean, but Gangplank was a bastard's bastard. Okay. Sure. The key districts, the key points of interest while exploring, chest points, vendors, and other interactables will be discovered and marked on the map. At any time, you can navigate to the region map to get a better look at the surrounding districts. You may freely navigate between map districts that have discovered while exploring. Alright, so we're going to the warrens, so we gotta keep going this way. What about you? How could our harpoons miss a creature so large? You go into the warrens? Oof. I do not envy you. Only good thing about the Ripper is a lot of fresh shock bait lately. The warrens are full of unsavory types. You wouldn't catch me on that side of town. If you don't make it back, we'll give you a proper sea burial, sailor's promise. I remember once Game Theory suggested some indie game was an Undertale knockoff. Toby Fox called him a shit, and he never made another Undertale video again. I remember seeing that. Yeah, like there was like a RPG. He like tagged it as Undertale or something like that, and he was trying to like, oh well, no one would have known it if I didn't associate it with Undertale. And even Toby was like, dude, come on. Hiding enemy with a durability initiative. Or harming, I think that said hitting. Ow.
They will learn or they will die.
Ow. Cleansing debuffs. Fighters can have special status effect buffs, positive effect, and debuffs, negative effects applied to them. Alright. You can remove debuffs by cleansing them. The Boru allies in your party have a cleanse ability. You can also consume a cleansing potion if available. Ow. They're dead. Can you think of weird theory or headcanon for something you like or believe in? It's really hard. I don't really care for like headcanons too much, depending on like... I usually base my, like, if any headcanons or whatever, I usually base it off of, the context within the, of the story. thought he was an enemy about to pop up. I am trying to think. I don't know. Like, there's one of those things where like I put on the spot. I was like, I can't really think of a lot of ideas off the top of my head. Shrines provide a boon that triggers in the following combat. I wasted a potion for nothing.
They must be tested to grow.
After entering with a shrine, you will be granted a boon, which appears as a special initiative bar region during the next combat encounter. Fighters in your party that are inside the region will receive buffs when it reaches the front of the initiative bar. Don't worry if enemies make their way into the region. Boons only benefit your party members. Cool. So much suggested once that the original Scooby-Doo took place during the there's some kind of economic recession, and that's why people of all walks, of all life, actors, doctors, etc., are laundering money. I mean, maybe. The thing about that though is like I have a hard time thinking of that as a idea just because I don't know, like when did Scooby-Doo start off in the 70s? Was there a big recession back then? I don't know. I like, that's the thing, is like I take like I hear like that as a theory, and then like I try to like then put it into the context of the time period it was coming out of. Stuff is not real, but the idea sounds cool to me, kind of interesting. I guess. I don't know. I do like the theory that, now that I think about it, Boba Fett was the one... Ooh, invisibility is locked. In the original Star Wars, when Uncle Owen and Peru are found, they're like burned to a crisp skeletons, and some people have a hard time believing that, you know, stormtroopers are capable of such gruesomeness. So some people believe that it was Boba Fett, because he was on Tatooine at the time, was hired to take out a fresh kill from the sea. Boba Fett was set out to take care of Uncle Owen and Peru. And it's backed up by the fact that when you find him in Empire Strike Back with all the bounty hours, Vader points at him specifically, says no disintegration, as if he's done it before. So that's something that could be of interest, because like what stormtrooper sets people ablaze like that, you know?
We own the streets.
Boba Fett was also edited into New Hope when they put in the Jabba scene. Yes. So that's what I mean, like, since Boba Fett was edited into A New Hope, that would imply that, like, the new context would be him entering.
This is it.
Like, looking for everyone. Sorry, I'm, like, trying to focus on making sure my priestess friend here doesn't die. There we go. I love this part. Watch this. Oh. Well. No. I watch this. Love this. You can end the fight without actually doing an attack because Alawi's tentacles will auto-hit. Squatter keeps to themselves. Multi-wave battle. Ooh, crit.
You're gonna love this.
Fight me!
Getting dark.
The goddess blesses us.
First wave down.
That's what you get.
Tentacles. Oh dear, she might be dead. Ooh, she about to die. That's no good. Cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself too. We'll do a heal. Heals all around. Nope, you're dead.
Another notch on my belt.
Brace yourself.
Punch. Level up again. I remember hearing once that the guys who worked on the Bendy games confirmed they ripped off fan theories for their material and they had no story plan. The series met its end shortly after. Yeah, see that? I think that's the problem though, is like we're in an age where video games, like certain games, are very much just trying to be flavor of the month stuff. So they get picked up by MatPat to come up with theories for it. And it's really disappointing also here. So this is where we can go. Champions have a unique set of abilities used in combat encounters and exploration. Abilities used in combat will display mana cost, target count, and casting speed. Instant passive lane abilities can be upgraded using upgrade points. Selecting any of these will open up the upgrade menu. New abilities will be unlocked as champions levels up, increasing the breadth of combat strategies over time. Active dungeon abilities are only used while exploring. These do not have a mana cost and will trigger a combat encounter when they hit an enemy target. Triggering a combat encounter with a dungeon ability will have various benefits based off the champion chosen. Some will even apply debuffs to the enemies at the start of combat. Passive dungeon abilities give champions unique exploration skills and can open paths, secrets, and rewards. Be creative with each champion's tool set to successfully navigate the world and its dangers. Alright. Let's see. 2 of 2 upgrade points remaining. Alright, let's see. Increased number of tentacle spawn to 2. Increased tentacle spawn chance there. And you know what? Here. Wait, no, we get that. Actually, you know what? I've been pretty good with 50-50. So we'll do that, and then let's see. Consume a tentacle to deal an additional 9 damage. Reduce mana cost by 32. Reduce mana cost. Equipment. Yeah, so basically we get more weapons and stuff. So here we found an epic Bilgewater garb. So now our stats I've improved. We lose 12 attack power, but we got better defense. So what's that? I remember seeing video about Hello Neighbor, and they were practically begging MatPat to do a theory video for their cartoon pilot. The indignity. Yeah, no, there's a famous screenshot of the creators constantly like, oh, I hope MatPat likes our game. Oh, I hope MatPat has thoughts about our game. Oh, I hope MatPat makes a game theory about our game, please. It's like, dude. A smell of rotting wood and bile fills your nose. Oh, wait, there's more treasure over there. Always remember to look at the map, because you might miss some treasure.
Are you ready? Too slow.
Nice.
More.
Ah, she's dead.
Should have walked away.
Let's do big power. Yeah!
A flesh wound!
I
just-
have no patience. None shoot.
Yeah, just a flesh wound. I caved your skull in with a giant golden idol. Anyway. What do we got here? Diary. Passage to the Shadow Isles is proving expensive. Bilge water. That's a lot of stuff. Also, that's 2, 3. I'm not reading everything. Sorry. Ooh, Ring of Resolve. Weighted brass idol. Alright, so now we get new weaponry also. So this is actually going to change in-game. Versus like the armor we get isn't going to change much. Increase attack power and so forth. I hope the indie comics and cartoons I've seen don't become a fad, but that's unlikely because unlike games like Hello Neighbor, people behind stuff like digital circuits are driven by geek. That's the thing, yeah. There's like, oh, you can always tell when something is like an actual passion project versus like, oh, what if we just do this thing, but with a twist? Oh. Like the thing about like Bendy the Ink Machine is like Bendy's only real name to fame, I guess, is the fact that he's got an interesting character design. But I can't think of anything from the actual games himself that hasn't been intrigued by like something other than fan stuff. Like DA Games, I don't know if you've ever heard the song Build Our Machine Tonight, is like a really like catchy, like, you know, cartoonish bop that I've enjoyed way more than anything relating to Bendy and the Ink Machine. Hang on. I didn't read that. Dang it. Whatever. So here, we can rest here for a moment. Anyway, I think he was just talking about... He was talking about the Blood Harbor Ripper.
Please! Please don't!
So afraid, so alone. But soon, Captain, you'll be crossed off my list. And you won't feel a thing ever again.
You might recognize this guy, Dean.
What list? I've never seen you before in my life. I'm not even a captain anymore. I haven't sailed in years. Please!
Abomination. Face the Kraken Priestess if you dare.
Killing you would be fun. But meaningless. No.
Forsaken One, do you think I am offering you a choice? Let me show you how to do it.
Oh, he's already bringing out the ultimate.
Perhaps in your next life. Waiting for this moment.
Got him.
All things must flow.
FNAF may have been a fad to an extent, but it at least was never made with that intention and were a decent quality and cheap to purchase. Yeah. Level up. New ability, Taunt.
Now face the test of the Mother Serpent. You will not survive her judgment.
What did you do to me?
This cannot be. You are found worthy, but you are a monster. Goddess, what are you trying to show me? The Shadow Isles.
Oh, that's a face we're never gonna see again.
Gangplank. A great test.
Truthbearer.
Goddess, help me understand.
Priestess, are you hurt?
How did the drowned one escape us?
The goddess favored him. I do not understand.
But you must. You are the truth bearer. The Mother Serpent's will flows through you.
Perhaps you need rest.
I need no such thing. Return to the village. I will join you soon.
So, imagine being a Buru priest, dedicating your life to the Kraken, and she finds you unworthy. But this murder hobo going around killing captains is considered worthy. Alawi's mind is being blown right now by that realization. But yeah, no, FNAF, at least, like, you know, there was a bit, like, the story kind of got all over the place eventually, but there's at least some craftsmanship to the games, I guess, by comparison.
Truthbearer. Welcome.
Elder, I seek guidance.
Speak, child. Tell me what troubles you.
I sought to purge Bilgewater of a great threat. An enemy whose shadow spreads fear and stagnation in the streets.
Yes, such is your charge. And you do it well.
But this Blood Harbor Ripper, I tested him, and the goddess found him worthy.
Curious indeed.
It makes no sense. He is no living man, and the unliving are shameful to our goddess. How could he possibly pass her test? I have worked so hard to interpret her will, but this seems wrong. I should not doubt the goddess, but now I worry I have lost my way.
My child, the Mother Serpent's will flows through all things. Only when we follow our desire does the universe flow towards destiny. Open yourself up to all possibilities and let the path present itself.
But have I misjudged her will? If this monster is worthy, have I been wrong about others? If I gave the goddess's blessing to those who did not deserve it, that would be blasphemy. Perhaps I should renounce my position as truth-bearer.
Ilawi, I will not entertain such nonsense. I have taught you the ways of Nagakaburo since you were a child. You are strong, and the goddess's will flows through you. Trust your judgment.
But what if I'm wrong? The vision I saw, the black mist consuming everything. Something terrible is coming, and I cannot afford uncertainty. The goddess sent me a vision, but I still need more. I need her guidance.
Only the goddess knows what destiny awaits. It is not my place to instruct you. You must find your own path.
The stakes for Bilgewater are too high. I need to be certain in my course of action, yet I have so many questions.
Then ask them. It is in seeking these answers that you alone find truth, where others cannot. But you must also find patience. Truth bearer.
Elder, Yes. Patience. I will reflect on what has passed, and hope a path presents itself.
Priestess, hurry. There's something you must see.
And here comes the man, the myth, the legend. Loading really ruins my jokes. That guy is huge. Doesn't look that hard. There goes a... There's got to be a trick, right?
Quite a man.
This is Ilawi. She's our champion. Our truth bearer.
It is an honor to meet you. I am Brom of the Freljord.
The Freljord? You've traveled far. My men say they pulled you from the water.
They showed me great kindness.
Walk with me. I am curious to hear more of your story.
So, now what?
A great sickness has come to the Freljord. It has claimed the lives of many children.
Holy shit, that's Brawl!
Brom, it's really you.
Yes. And look, I have brought a friend. Now, be brave and take good care of him until I return. Huh?
I will.
Rest now. Brom will find a cure for this. You have my word.
Brom, you promised the impossible. Your heart is pure, but the sickness is spreading.
For Brom, nothing is impossible. The Freljord is my home. These people are my family. Tell me, what must I do?
When I was a boy, my father spoke of a place called the Blessed Isles. There, they possessed water, which was said to cure any illness. But Brom, that place was destroyed by the Black Mist. Shadow Isles, they call it now. Dangerous, even for you. Who knows if that water even exists? Sometimes a story is just a story.
Brom will return with this blessed water. Then, think of the stories they will tell, huh?
No, his shield.
You fought the Black Mist. Are you sure?
Yes, and I will happily do so again. Once I find a bigger boat. In the battle with the mist, my shield was lost. It is very valuable to me. I will do whatever I must to recover it.
Alawi, we come with a message from Captain Fortune. We ain't looking for a fight.
Well, what is the message?
She requests an audience. She says... Well, she says the Black Mist has returned.
What?
The Black Mist. It has returned.
Thank you, Bram.
She'll
Brom.
be expecting you. Come with us.
I know the way.
My friend, it seems fate has brought us together.
This is not your fight. As Truthbearer, it is my sworn duty to push back the mist. Yet, your arrival here is no coincidence. This much I know. Perhaps it is the sign I was looking for.
By helping you face the mist, I may learn more of the cure I seek, and repay your people's kindness.
Your desire is strong. I will not stop you. Let us see what Sarah Fortune knows.
Brom has joined the party. Roll defense disruption buffs. Blessed with the massive biceps and even a bigger heart, Brom is a beloved iceborne hero of the Freljord. Brom uses his massive shield to protect his allies and stop any who would try to harm them. In his icy homeland, sagas are sung of Brom's deeds, but in Bilgewater he is just another traveler, seeking a way to cure his people of the disease that plagues them. He can do this, and he can do that. What is one of the weirdest or funniest things one of your friends have said around you or possibly about you? What's that? Excuse me. I think one that kind of took me by surprise. Somebody called me like gray alien because of my persona being a little ninja. Like one time. My friend Lizzie, who streams on Twitch, has like a separate call, like voice chat for streaming purposes, and I remember hearing her say like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to pick up the gray alien," as she was pulling me into the call. I'm like, "Gray alien? Gray alien?" I took offense to that. Also, sorry if I'm not saying much because there's a lot of cutscenes going on here. Also, one sec. Bring my computer. So here, let me just go quickly retweet. There we go. Okay, anyway. Excuse me. What? I've had a long day, taking a rest. So what if it's morning? Sometimes an hour still counts as a long day. Look, I don't see you here catching no fish to sell to a market. Are you here just to piss in my ear? I'll get up when the time pleases you.
Hello. Do they tell any stories of you? The great Guru Truthbearer?
I am but one of many truth bearers. There are no stories of me that I know. What of you? Do they tell your stories in the Freljord?
Of course they do. It is good to have myths, legends. The Freljord, oh, it is a land full of legends.
Yeah, there's a lot of character moments like that. Dialogue. When are we gonna meet Miss Fortune at her manor? We gotta go to the Fleet Streets. I watched a bunch of movies last November, and I made a tier list of them, and I showed them to my friend, and she said I had no good taste. Never heard someone tell me that before. That's so rude. Door's lock requires a specific key to open. Bilgewater is just too expensive now. I gotta put more hours in pickpocketing. Which way to Fortune's Manor? Keep going south. You'll leave the harbor soon. Well, well, look who watched up our shore. I take it you've here for the elevator ride. First time, so it's gonna cost you. What do you say, Maurice? The usual rate? I'll take that silence for support. You're not from the Jagged Hooks, are you? You're not supposed to ride here. Your crew has means of fence around here. Of getting around, he says. We're not part of any gang. Just tell us what the fee is. If you don't get us past, there'll be trouble. We're not part of any gang. Sure you're not. Next thing I turn around and find a dagger in my bag. You're all trussed up in a gear and want me to think you're just an ordinary sailor? Pshaw. Just tell me what the fee is. Just typical first-timers fee, and a little extra on account of suspecting you're a Jagged Hook, he says. 1,000 serpents. We can't afford that. No worries then, we'll work something out. We could probably take the boots off your body, sell them for leather. He says he takes a knife. On cue, he and his partner approach menacingly. She said I had good taste, not no good taste.
Are you ready?
Oh, so I read that wrong. When a hazard or boon is not present, a wildcard initiative bar region will be randomly selected at the beginning of combat. Like hazards and boons, fighters that land within the region will be targeted and affected when the region reaches the front of the initiative bar. Wildcards can benefit all fighters, including enemies. Luckily, there are a number of champions, such as Braum, that can use abilities to push other fighters back on the initiative bar timeline into and out of the wildcard region. Every battle presents challenge and opportunities. Use them to the fullest. Alright. So Braum's whole thing is he's like these two are like both tank and support, but also they hit like a truck. So he's got a move that causes concussion, and if it builds up, he starts to get a little dizzy.
Not my first fight.
Also, that little guy is called a yordle, which are like little like hamster people. Also, the tentacles work up on the concussion. There's also Zack Yordle. Attack power up. Yup. Yup. And kaboom.
I live to fight.
And just punch him in the face. With the shield itself.
I am a teacher. Here's what I will learn.
And now they're dead. Just minding my own business. I won't charge you or nothing. Don't forget to pay the tithe or it'll cost you a lot more than a coin. Up we go. The way to Fortress Mountain is just down the stairs. I better get moving. I'm due to work. The night watch at the warehouses can't fall asleep again. New location that added to the map. I wish I could help them embrace the swirling dark. How could these people live in such discord with the sea? Such fear of the depths masked by a hunter's bravo. The harrowing could have destroyed Bilgewater's last time it hit. Seems to me that they're becoming more frequent too. I ain't gonna stick around for the next one. Come on. Thank you. Me? A pickpocket? Of course I ain't. How dare you suggest such a thing? See myself more of a high-class burglar these days. Me? A pickpocket? Which way am I going? I gotta go down that way. Well, I just want to keep getting all the treasure here also. This is not the... That don't matter to me. Unless the treasure's down there. Oh, yeah, it's down there. Maybe we could smuggle him out, send him to Noxus. It ain't much, but I always told that his gambling would ruin him. I can't believe the debt he owes. It's more than a whole neighborhood has. Maybe it's probably much money, but it's better than a bounty. Sapphire Heights, a lot of words. The followers of the Mother Serpent tried reforming Gangplank. In truth, he was a fool. He was fool like those cretins. I used to run the Red Caps, now I can barely run. Who needs animation? Well, you could just teleport down. Warfare screens, don't knock 'em till you try 'em. Perfect kitchen, whatever. Yeah, I know how. These are potions. This is where you buy stuff. Excuse me. All right. Oh, also, we could just swap members like that real quick. A new location has been added to the map. Bilgewater is like a mountain range of boats and houses. It stretches as far as the eye can see. It takes some getting used to. But it can feel like home, like any place can. Sarah Fortune's estate is down the elevator that way. But first let's sample some of the market wares. You'd have to but a taste of the dangers of Bilgewater. Now is the time to equip ourselves to prepare for what else is to come. Yeah, so this is basically where we can get stuff and things. Browse wares, what do you got? We already have that. Just to give you an idea, so the armor icons are based off like equipment that the character is wearing in the game. So the shoulder pad is for Braum, and the breastplate, emphasis on breasts, are for Lowy. Let's get that, and then let's see. No, we have the sail. There we go. And I got enough money. But I'm gonna steal these potions right from you. Haha. Story gives me points though, so yeah, there's a point system when you pick up like a story bit. You don't have to read them, you just have to collect them. I forgot what they're for, but I think it'll reveal later. Also, I'm just making sure I didn't miss any other treasures. There's some other purchasing stuff here. What we got here? Now this is just more potions. Okay. Down we go. Oh dear.
Motion is all.
Getting ready.
Haste up.
It's good to have friends.
slam board on top of a rat shark. More sharks. Stop biting me. Come on!
Sometimes icy heart just needs a warm smile.
That's not good. By the way, I can speed up combat so it doesn't go nearly as long. I wish I could... This is me sprinting, by the way. Wish I was able to run a little faster, though, but, you know, it's whatever.
Ilami, does your god ever test animals?
Does my... No. No, Nagakaboros does not test beasts.
That's a shame. Rome's known quite a few worthy eunuchs.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was covering an icon, but that was just the arrow of which way I'm going. Fortune has slain our captain. We can't stand for that. I say we ransack the place to teach her a lesson. We're about to become the richest people in Bilgewater, but we gotta split it even because that's what Captain Thord would have wanted. Looks like we got an eager audience here. They want the gold for themselves, but it belongs to Captain Thor's crew. Round. Yeah,
You are safe with Bro.
Gonna set it back to normal though because the speed also gets a little crazy. Oh no, you can't do so. Yes, me.
A little wobbly. My shield
Oh dear.
feels a little heavy.
Not everyone is worthy.
Stay there.
That's no good. There you go, Brom.
Should have walked away.
Oh dear. You're gonna use a... Oh yeah, I forgot. They don't sort this out. So there's like a... What a difference here. 93.
It's good to have friends.
Yeah, they don't... I always forget that they don't shield everything or mix potions in a certain order.
The mustache?
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Don't worry about me. Save the toros.
Too much fun, boys.
Even boulder cracks.
Shields become smashing boards.
Just about ready.
So much energy.
I still have more to give.
Here we're gonna now drink a potion.
This makes me smile.
There we go.
I am a teacher. Bilgewater will learn.
I was like, how the hell am I gonna beat him if he's gonna keep taking the hits like that? Lo and behold. Ooh, look at that. Tier 2 abilities unlocked. Ah, you've been expected. Misfortunes told me to keep an eye out for you, Ilaoi. Was it? He says. You may proceed. She will meet you inside. Take this lift and go directly to the parlor room. No stopping around. Are you ready to go now? Yes. Please proceed. Proceed directly to the parlor. Hey, why did I tell you about stepping around? I say we just let all the gangs alone to bicker and shoot each other. I've got rent to pay. Bet I could have cashed in that bounty of Gangplank. Someone should have. In we go.
What a magnificent home. Like a palace. But what happened here?
Something wicked passed through this place. Can you feel it? Stagnation and rot.
Alawi, it's been a while. I was starting to think you were avoiding me.
I have been busy, maintaining harmony between the Buru and the people of your city. Perhaps you cannot see this from so high up on your throne.
You've got reason to be cross with me. Bilgewater's changed since I took over. Not all for the better, I admit. Maybe you don't forgive me for killing Gangplank. I know that you two had something together once. But now that time's passed. I hope you can see why things had to go the way they did. Talk to me. I want to make things right between us.
I am not blind, Sarah. I know that you did not call me here to settle our differences. Something terrible happened here. Someone attacked you.
Not someone. Mistwalkers. They slaughtered my men. Last time, the city was overwhelmed by black mist. But this attack came from me. You don't seem surprised.
The goddess granted me a vision. The black mist gathering in the Shadow Isles, growing more powerful, enveloping the world.
A vision? I don't have time for your goddess's riddles, Alawi. Mistwalkers invaded my most secure headquarters, took out a dozen of my best men. Raffin nearly died. Don't underestimate me, Alawi. I'll do anything to make sure this never happens again.
Rome, too, has battled the mist.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
It is I, Brom of the Freljord.
Strong and dumb. Alawi, you have a type.
Bram washed up this morning. The black mist attacked him at sea, near the Shadow Isles. But this is different.
Years back, when we stopped the harrowing in Grey Harbor, we thought we cleared it out. But what if we were wrong?
We? You call yourself ruler of Bilgewater now. Why do you seek help from me?
I thought I explained myself. I'll do anything to save my city and protect my crew. I'm going to be the kind of leader Bilgewater needs. But to do that, I need your help, damn it. I can't investigate Grey Harbor myself. I need to take care of the wounded and secure the city.
I will go to Grey Harbor, because it is my sworn duty as Truthbearer to fight the Black Mist, and because I believe the goddess has set me on this path, not to help you.
Whatever floats your boat, I'm grateful either way. If you or your handsome friend learn anything, you know how to find me.
She called me handsome.
Handsome? What a spirited young woman.
Forgot about that part.
Beware. Sarah has not yet decided whether Bilgewater needs a peacemaker or an iron fist. So far, her justice always stinks of gunpowder and blood.
Such interesting threats.
We will investigate Grey Harbor. If the Black Mist has returned, I will drive it back, as I have before.
I mean, fortune in her manner. Oh, fun fact, Miss Fortune is voiced by Laura Bailey. Meanwhile, in Grey Harbor...
What are we doing in Grey Harbor? Huh? This place is cursed. We shouldn't be here.
Heard Malik's got a meeting with Gangplank.
His corpse, more like. Fortune burned him alive on his own ship. Everyone knows that. Probably getting worse.
Funny thing about Grey Harbor. Sometimes the dead come back. I wonder...
Not the kid some slack, Gangplank. You've been gone a long time. And you need every man you could get.
Men won't get my city back.
Fortune survived. Those things you sent only rattled the hornet's nest. Made her even more dangerous.
That was just a taste of what's to come. You have what I asked for.
It's all here. But what do you want with this old junk?
You have no idea what you're looking at. These Buru artifacts are the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, sure. Be lucky if we survive long enough to see what you got planned.
Relax. My work's almost done. When I return, I'll have the Black Mist under my control. We'll take my city back from Captain Fortune.
Would have missed no friend from foe?
It won't need to. Keep that around you, Nick. Tell your men to stay close. Don't do anything stupid, and the mists of Grey Harbor won't pay you any mind.
Hey, if you're going back there, you'll need this more than me.
Not anymore.
A tribute to the bearded lady. Just in case.
Bilgewater belongs to me, living or dead. That's my destiny. But if I'm ever to sit on his throne again, my ally better hold up his end of the bargain.
And Gangplank is voiced by Matt Mercer. Yeah, so the thing about Gangplank's whole story is when Gangplank got reworked in League of Legends, there was a event going on where when Miss Fortune quote unquote killed Gangplank, he was dead. Like, you couldn't play as him in League of Legends. So it wasn't until later that we revealed that that was a twist, that the rework was just an alternate skin for Gangplank, and we got a different default skin for Gangplank. And it's like, holy shit, he's alive! Oh my god, he's pissed off now. The Bilgewater docks.
So, this is Bilgewater. I can see why you hired a bodyguard.
It isn't at all like Ionia, but it's so colorful. You can taste the salt in the air. Everything's covered in sea foam.
That isn't sea foam. Watch your step.
Gross.
Whatever business you have here, I hope it's brief.
Don't worry. My contact won't be hard to find.
Your contact? Who's that?
The merchant. You'll learn more when the time is right.
I like to know what I'm getting myself into. Besides, I can't protect you when you won't tell me simple things like who you are, or where we're going.
You seem on edge. Are you running from someone? You were pretty eager to leave Ionia when we met.
How about this? When you tell me who you are, I might tell you why I left our homeland.
You have all the information you need, swordsman. And payment in advance. But if you like, we can part ways here.
Do you have a name, at least? Right. Let's go.
And that's Liam O'Brien. There's a lot of, you know, Critical Role regulars in this game, which makes sense. You know, they're all voice actors. I will say also, though, gameplay is a lot more ripped in this than I always imagined him as when it comes to characters.
You there. Are you the merchant who trades in Vestaya artifacts?
Shh, keep your voice down. This is sensitive business. Are you looking to buy? If you know about the Vestaya artifacts, you must be a collector.
I hear you sell sunstones from the Vasani tribe.
But I can. Those Vestaya all died out long ago. Their sunstones are incredibly rare. I sold one recently, however.
Who was the buyer?
Can't reveal the name, I'm afraid. Client confidentiality.
Just tell her. It's easier for both of us.
Now, no need for violence. Your client won't mind if you tell me.
The client, the man named Malik from the Jagged Hooks, he said he was going to Grey Harbor.
Grey Harbor. Is that nearby?
The place is cursed. Only madmen go there.
What's a jagged hook?
Gangplank's old crew. They're not even scared of Sarah Fortune. You don't want to cross them. And neither do I. Leave me alone.
You're looking for an ancient relic. That's something you could have told me.
You learned it at the right time. Just like I said you would.
Nah. These streets are dangerous at night. We should find a place to sleep.
Waterfront Tavern. I'm probably going to call it in a bit, but I just want to get to a point where we stop talking, just because there's a lot of dialogue.
Oh, you want the hourly rate, or,
2 rooms for the night.
You sure?
One room will do.
Is that Noxian coin? That ain't no good here. We only take silver serpents, no exceptions.
Look, it's the only money we've got.
Not my problem. Take your foreign coin someplace else.
Are you sure? Take another look.
Oh, such rare coin. You're too generous. Take any room you like.
And a drink for my friend.
Oh, of course, of course. You enjoy yourselves now.
Thanks.
You make an excellent bodyguard.
I'm not sure you need a bodyguard. What was that trick you pulled?
Trick.
What did you do to the merchant and the innkeeper? Don't play games with me.
Why does it matter? My talents helped get us what we need.
But I'm a human, and you're a Vestaya.
I knew I wouldn't be able to hide it much longer.
I only talk about it so much.
I've met my share of Vestaya warriors. Feathered, furred, all kinds. But never one with your talents.
I'm the last of my tribe, the Vasani. And I don't spend much time around humans. Since we boarded that ship in Ionia, this is the longest I've lived among humans in 100 years.
100 years is a blink for your kind.
Well, it feels longer when you're alone.
Look, you may be a Vestaya and your magic may be powerful, but I made a promise. I'm here to help you. If there's anything I can do to keep you safe, you can count on me. But you have to tell me what's going on.
I can sense a pain behind your words. Something weighing on your heart. You need this job more than I thought.
Is this another one of your talents?
One of many.
My name's Yasuo.
You may call me Ari. 100 years feels longer when you're alone.
You are more beautiful than any flower.
Please, leave me. My magic. I cannot control it.
I don't care. I am yours.
No. What am I? A monster.
Yeah, Ari's like a magic fox vampire thing. Vestai are basically the diet furry characters of League of Legends that aren't Yordles.
I'm losing control. I have to feed soon. I should never have traveled with Yasuo. It's been so long since I lived among humans. His emotions, his memories. If I don't hold myself back, I'll consume them. It'll be safer if I do this on my own. Besides, I was going to leave him eventually. The secrets I'm looking for, they're for me alone.
Alone. And off she goes. Later that night.
She went to Grey Harbor alone? Damn it. Did I say something wrong? If I leave now, maybe I can still find her. I can't fail at this again. I can't let her die.
Later? We are almost to Grey Harbor, just ahead, through the blockade. More heroes looking to make a name for themselves by heading to Grey Harbor? Yeah, good luck with that. Keep your luck. We need only the guidance of Naga Boros. If you're serious, you're gonna need some gear. I can help you out there, if you got the coin, of course. You might as well spend it. It's no use to a corpse. We'll spend it. later. While exploring, you will discover rest points that allow you to recover between encounters and manage your party. Resting will replenish your active party's health and mana. Eating a meal and resting will additionally apply one of varied buffs to your active party that can assist in the combat encounters below. Resting will respawn all enemy encounters. Yeah, we're just gonna rest, and I'm sure there's gonna be some more dialogue. Would you like to watch a rest conversation? Yes, sure, fine.
Enjoying the warm breeze?
In truth, Rome misses the Freljord's cold embrace.
A cold embrace? That does not sound appealing.
The Freljord is a harsh land, but survival has a way of bringing people together. Telling stories by the fire, hunting Elnuk by moonlight. And the Buru? What brings you together?
The mother serpent, the sea. We serve the goddess, and she blesses us with an endless harvest. Many of her blessings are quite delicious.
Ah, nothing brings people together like a delicious meal. In the Freljord, a mighty warrior named Olaf once felled a great frost serpent and made it into a stew. It fed his whole village for months.
Now you've made me hungry.
Then follow Brom's stomach. Let us see what we find.
Okay. So I think that is a good point to what's it called? Save for now, and we will start this up a different time. Probably tomorrow, yeah. So that's Ruin King for you. That's gonna give you a little taste of what's to expect. A lot of dialogue, a lot of character interactions, and a bit of RPG combat. I like it enough. I like the characters in this franchise of League of Legends, and this is a piece of like what I consider Riot doing their best to expand their universe of League of Legends to people who love the characters of League but don't want to play the game of League, which I don't blame them, because League of Legends is kind of cancer. I somehow still play it despite that, but I look forward to what they do in Riot Forge and what's to come for them. Their most recent game, A Song of Nunu, is something I wanted to try, but it's not on PlayStation 4, so I can't stream that. But it's something I want to play sometime. But anyway, regardless, that's where we're going to end today. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.